Welcome back to the GSL up and downs. One TSL player has already fallen, and the next game could decide everything.
The next game could be our last. We have Jaedong up against Symbol. And if Jaedong loses the match, if Symbol wins it, then Symbol and Björn will advance. Here you have the standings. Symbol currently on a 2-0, as is Björn. Jaedong on a 1-1. Center and Shine at the bottom of the group. Center, Jaedong, Björn and Symbol. All of them can still advance to Codes. But as mentioned, if Symbol now wins against Jaedong, then suddenly he leads the group with a 3-0. He will advance, being first in the group. And Björn could only be tied with Jaedong and with Center. He won against both players, therefore he would advance to Code S as well, and Jaedong, Center and Shine would be the players in Code A.
Yep, so Björn is really hoping, of course, for Symbol to take this win. Even if he doesn't, Björn obviously still has a very good chance of getting out of the group, but he might not even have to do anything after this if Symbol takes the win.
Yeah. Jaedong has to take it here. There is no question about it. He lost the match against Björn. He didn't see those Blue Flame Hellions come into his natural, didn't complete his wall, so now he has to win against Symbol, against the leader of the group.
Yeah, and the map that this Zerg vs. Zerg is going to be on is Entombed Valley, a 4-player map, a smaller map than some of our other maps, so we could see some early aggression. The one thing to note about this map that's different than a lot of our other maps, though, is because of the way the ramp is on this map, it's actually really easy compared to some other maps to defend against these Baneling attacks. So we'll see if one or both of these players decide to go for it. I expect we'll see a more tech-oriented game instead. Jaedong already showing, though, that he has the ability to make a bunch of lings and attack.
Jaedong is really good in the Zerg versus Zerg, so this is of course the matchup where everyone saw him being the favorite in ZVZs in general, but now he's facing the strongest Zerg player in this group beside himself. He's facing Symbol, and this is going to be one great game, and Jaedong of course knows by now that he has to take it. There is no way for him to get out of this group, get into Code S if he loses to Symbol. As you said, Björn also hoping for the former TSL Zerg player to take this match, but we are going to find out what's going to happen in just a few seconds. The map already loading. Entombed Valley is our map, and it could be the last one of the day. Here the GSL up and downs, our wildcard group, with another mirror match. Symbol up against Jaedong, ex-TSL versus EG. And the game is live. Let's jump right into it, Wolf.
I'm ready, man. We're doing it. Symbol just wants this way to get out. Jaedong needs it. And here we go, starting at the bottom left. Former TSL player. The last time you'll see this in his name, he is
GSL Symbol.
Those rules are still in there. I need to make a ruling that that should not be on screen.
Top right, cross position from his opponent is the Tyrant. They're starting in blue for EG after he just came off a plane an hour ago. It is
EGJD Lady Core.
Well, I guess he arrived in Korea 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Thing is, Jaedong played for several years in a Kespa house, and you're not allowed to sleep. So I totally understand that he's able to recover decently here, and
I'm actually completely with him. Sleep is highly overrated.
yeah, sleep is for the weak.
Yeah, you can sleep when you're dead.
Exactly. He sleeps anyways.
There is a reason why God gave us coffee.
There was
And hot steaks.
yeah, I'm drinking one right now. But you know that player Sleep, he's been around a lot of teams. Everyone's like, I don't know, I guess he's all right. But thing is, he likes to use the ID Sleep. We just don't need that. That one's a stretch.
I didn't want to say it. I was looking for a way to kind of transition into the game, and I'm like, that was weird. I'm sorry, I dropped the ball there. I should have come up with something.
Yeah, I just, I was thinking maybe I could reach out to that one and just take it, but unfortunately...
And then mid-sentence you were like, okay, well, if I overdo it, then I suddenly insult the player. That's something that shouldn't happen either.
Yeah, so I got a little bit...
Let's
just not making his face how I feel.
Let's just pretend we made it happen, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we have a very faster
Coming back
gas.
from our awesome joke, back to the game.
Yes, a very much faster gas for Jaedong allows him to tech here. And Symbol, on the other hand, is, of course, going to use those extra minerals to get his queens out, his additional queens, as soon as his hatchery finishes. So he's going to have that, I don't want to call it an advantage over his opponent, he just made a different choice.
The gas...
Could use this though.
Yeah, he's still mining with one drone. That's what he's doing currently. But with this early speed, he has a lot of momentum going for himself. And you know, he's not getting any drones. He stopped the drone production. He's going straight into Zerglings, and he's trying to hide them. He's going into a very aggressive attack. He's currently at 14 harvesters. This is very TSL-like. This is what Hyun did a lot. On 15 drones, 14 to 16, he's trying to attack. He's trying to hide them.
He hides his lings. This is so smart. Failing Nest is seen though, and he also knows that there's no second queen here. So Simple, I think, is going to be able to figure out what's going on. The problem is, without a Baneling Nest, it's almost impossible to defend this this many lings.
And he did not see it.
Yeah. Now he's going to come down with his lings with speed. He makes 10 more. Symbol, I feel like, doesn't know what's going on. He hasn't started a spine core. He hasn't pulled up his ramp. He doesn't even have his queens on the ramp.
Speed is kicking in, and now he sees what's coming. 12 additional Zerglings are being
queens
built
on the ramp. He needs them there.
He needs them there immediately. And Symbol, he is in so much trouble. He has the better harvester count, but he does not have the army.
Yeah. And his one queen will go down.
That's not all that's going down here. Well, that is a lot more that's in trouble here. The queen with a nice block, the Roach Warren in a good position, but the Spine Crawler will not make it. Baneling's being mocked in the main base.
In his main.
The Spine Crawler is not even cancelled.
Symbol is in trouble. Jaedong is taking him out here.
Jaedong is going for it. He wants to save this chance.
Last second. He pulls a great pull.
He sees it just in time, and those Banelings are a little bit lost up there. A nice detonate though. Can he get in with the second Baneling? GG! Jaedong saves his chances to advance to Code S. Hyun and Symbol are still in this group. They are not in Code S just yet. Yeah. Jaedong taking one deep breath here. This was important for him. This was really important.
And Symbol watches the screen, of course, now knowing that he could have had it all. He could have been out of the group with Byun instantly, but now he has to play more games. And Jaedong keeps himself alive here. See the EGTL coach coming in and talking to him. And Symbol obviously cannot be happy with his situation there. He did not. Jaedong hit it so well, he just did not know what was happening. He did not know what was coming until it was too late.
And this is now a situation where even if Symbol wins this game against Byun later on, depending on the rest of the results, he might not be able to advance right away. We might have a three-way tie here. So this game that Symbol just lost leaves us with a situation where we could have potentially three-way ties later on. Very, very weird situations. This is going to be a much more interesting group than it could have been.
Yeah. This is definitely ended really early, and now it's getting a little bit more heated.
It's definitely going to get a lot more heated now. The next game is going to be Shine. He has to play again.
He has to play even though he's out.
Yep. And this time he has to play against Byun. Byun is currently at 2-0 in the group. Even if Byun wins, he's not in Code S just yet. He could still end up in a tie situation. And it depends a little bit if Jaedong wins against Center, if Symbol wins then against Byun, all three of them are tied, and they would have to play a tiebreaker. Center, of course, is also still in the run. It depends all on the next few games. The game between Byun and Shine is irrelevant for Shine. For Byun, it's only important because he wants to get into a tie, or he has a chance to go 4-0 in the group. Let's just say it like this. If he wins the next two,
he wants to avoid that tie situation. Exactly. He just wants to win and get out as fast as possible. So unfortunately for him, Symbol didn't take the win last game. Now he has to take this win himself.
Yeah. But the next game is not going to decide anything. So it's important for Byun to win here so that he doesn't have to rely on a tiebreaker, that he doesn't have to rely on anyone else getting a certain result. But the game itself doesn't decide if one of those players drops into Code A or advances to Code S.
Yeah.
It's just important for the scores.
Yep. And Shine cannot make anything happen for himself. He's just here playing for pride. There's no wild card spot in this group. He already had one of those, and I don't want to say he blew it, but this is, I believe, his third time in the up and downs, and each time he's failed, even with the wild card spot.
Shine, of course, not happy with his performance so far today. Wasn't able to win a single map. He is 0-3 in the group. Belcher Vestige will be the last map for him today. He's gonna try to take Byun down. Byun Prime, the leader of the group. If he wins here, he is on 3-0. Jaedong and Symbol currently on 2-1, both of them. Belgium Vestige being the map. And let's see what Bjorn is going to do here. I can see him with an aggressive opening. With Bjorn, you never know what he does.
Yeah, Bjorn is very aggressive. He tried to do a 2 barracks proxy, of course, against Jaelong. It was spotted. See what Shine has in store for his game. It does not matter whether he wins or he loses. He just puts Bjorn in a scarier spot. This is the GSL up and downs wild